Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I am Mr. Black, and this is yet another Fallout New Vegas mod spotlight. Today we are taking a look at the Type 89 assault rifle by New Vegas Nexus user Macau. Now, before I step inside, note that this weapon is located in a duffel bag in the Nipton Road rest stop, not the Nipton Road pit stop, which, like a derp, I searched around in for about 15 minutes before realizing that I was in the wrong place. So mind your location. Like I said, this is located inside of a duffel bag, and as the container label there indicates, that bag actually respawns. So every few days a new rifle and modification as well as ammunition will spawn inside of there, which some users may find to be a little balance disruptive, but considering that this weapon is balanced for mid to late game, it shouldn't really factor in too much unless you're really a balance purist. Now, stat-wise, this weapon requires 25 gun skill, 3 strength, does 16 damage per shot, 162 DPS, weighs 6.5 pounds, is valued at 220 caps, and takes 30 5.56 NATO rounds per magazine. It is on the service rifle repair lists, so repairing it will not be too difficult, seeing as those even appear in the early game level lists pretty frequently. And the model is absolutely gorgeous. This is easily on par with the creations of some of the most talented modders on the Fallout New Vegas Nexus. Now, the weapon does not feature any unique sounds. It will source from whatever you're using for your vanilla service rifle sounds. The keen-eared amongst you may recognize that that's not actually the vanilla sound effect. That's because I've got a near-total weapon sound overhaul mod on. But, like I said, note that it will source from whatever your service rifle sound is. Now, obviously, the default version of the rifle features iron sights, which I very much like. However, there is one modification available for the weapon, not the usual 3, which is a little bit disappointing. I might like to see a few more attachments added for this in the future. But it does come with an MD33 red dot sight, which decreases its spread and functions quite well. Model-wise, it is just as well rendered as the remainder of the rifle, and fits in quite well. So obviously these were probably created and rendered to go together specifically, not mashed up like a few other mods that I've seen. First person, it is very functional, rather unobtrusive, and while it does not necessarily feature a glow map, I don't think the red dot in the middle of the sight does adjust its brightness based upon the lighting around you. So unfortunately, that does mean that in practice, darker areas are a bit tougher to use it in, because as you can see, if I'm aiming over here, the red dot kind of gets a little bit lost in the shadows, whereas facing direct light, it lights up quite well. So if there are any future updates planned for this mod, I might suggest that a more consistent glow map be implemented that will glow in any lighting, but as is, this is still functionally adequate. One thing to note, this mod does require the Honest Hearts DLC. I am not sure why, because I don't believe any of the assets from this weapon are actually taken from any part of Honest Hearts, and the duffel bag that it's found in, I believe, is just the vanilla game duffel bag, so I am unsure exactly as to why that's necessary, but it is listed as a requirement, so I'm noting it for you guys, that way nobody is confused. And that's about it. This is a rather bite-sized little mod, everyone, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. Feel free to check out and download this mod. The download link is, of course, as always, in the description below. I am Mr. Black, this is Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.